What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's the big dog named Austin back at you again with another 2024 NCAA Division I Men's Basketball Championship Bracket Update. I bet you've been dying to see these updates. I bet you've been dying to see who is in first. Now, I'm actually feeling pretty good. Why? Because I'm in first place at my works bracket pool with 50 people. Crazy. First place gets a 50-inch TV. That's pretty cool. Second place only gets a 40-inch TV. So, suck it. Anyway, no, I've just been talking some shit with some guys at work. But it's been pretty fun. It's been really fun. So here I've got a number of brackets. This coin flip bracket, you can go ahead and just throw that out. That's done. But these other brackets, I've got to grade them. So let me go grade them. All right, we're back. I did not do a montage this time because I didn't think it would be necessary grading like 3 teams. I just kind of stepped over the side and did it. So pretty much what I've gathered, like I said, this bracket, it's done. I did have one more chance to win points, and I did. Duke. Hold on, let me set these down. Duke right there. Winning. Got me 4 more points. So, to a total of 19 points for this bracket. So, that bracket is done. Now, let me show you my wife's because I'm probably going to beat her for the first time, I don't know, ever. She had Purdue going and winning. Okay, no problem there. Now, Purdue, she did get that right, but she only got 4 points for it. Unfortunately, she had Houston and Marquette. She had Drake going to the Final Four. North Carolina really disappointed a lot of people, including myself. I had North Carolina going to the Final Four, playing against UConn. But I think Alabama really surprised a lot of people in that region. This round, I got 12 points for myself. I got UConn and Illinois. I got that region right. So I'm looking pretty solid. Pretty solid. Not great. Pretty solid up here in this region. Getting 2 Elite teams right. But all the rest of the way, I've only got 1 Elite 8 team correct. So, that being Purdue, and Purdue was able to advance to the Final Four, and I had them going to the Final Four. Now, Purdue has to take care of NC State, and UConn has to take care of Alabama in order for my national championship prediction to become correct. So, we'll see how that goes. Right now, like I said, those 12 points. So, 16, 26, Fort 36, Fort 30, 40, 48 points for me. So, 48 to 18, 22, 30, 37. 48 to 37. So, yeah. Impossible for Jessica to win this year. So, I have officially beaten her no matter what happens in this. Now, the one at work, I know that I have UConn and Purdue. Pretty sure I have UConn and Purdue. But, I haven't seen it. I had filled out so many brackets at that point. It became like, okay. So I did it in like 15 minutes. So I'm pretty sure I got UConn and Purdue. I just haven't gotten a chance to check it. But let's get into this, man. This has been an exciting tournament so far. So, last in the Sweet 16, you had Clemson take down Arizona, 77 to 72. Clemson would then go on to take on Alabama. You had Alabama. They beat North Carolina 89 to 87 in a crazy and exciting game. Then you had number 3 Illinois. They beat number 2 Iowa State 72 to 69. They took on UConn, who is on a run. UConn, they took down San Diego State 82 to 52, beat them by 30 points. And then in the next game, why do you keep falling, bro? Why do you keep falling, man? Come on, just stay up there. Okay. But UConn, they beat San Diego State. They went on to play Illinois. They went on a 30-0 run in this game. 30-0. This game was 23-23 at one point, and UConn went on a 30-0 run. It was absolutely crazy. They're probably going to beat Alabama. We'll see if Alabama can catch fire and get lucky. But what an absolute crazy run for the UConn Huskies. And also, their women's team, they're in the Final Four as well. So, women's team, Final Four, UConn Huskies, and the North Carolina, NC State, they're also in the Final Four in both men's and women's. That's pretty cool. Then you had Duke. They took down the number 1 seed at Houston, 54-51. Duke would then go on to play NC State, who I think now is a Cinderella. They're an 11 seed. The first couple games, I said last video that they weren't a Cinderella. Not yet. But them beating Duke in that Elite Eight matchup definitely made them a Cinderella. DJ Burns, 29 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. It was an absolute monster. That matchup in the Final Four between him and Zach Edey is going to be one for the ages. I'm telling you. Speaking of Purdue, Purdue was able to beat Gonzaga after a really close game in the first half, and they started to pull away from them. 80-68. Purdue then was able to handle the Tennessee Volunteers as Zach Edey dropped 40 and had 16 rebounds in that game. And you can't talk about this game without mentioning Dalton Knecht. Dalton Knecht, 37 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Dude was an absolute dog. Zach Edey, though, had 22 shots from the free throw line. Wasn't great, wasn't bad, did airball 1, but immediately had a great clutch block on Dalton Knecht down the other end of the court. Purdue was able to hang on and win 72-66. They advanced to their first Final Four since 1980. In 44 years is the last time the Purdue Boilermakers advanced to a Final Four. And they will take on NC State. DJ Burns and Zach Edey is going to be one for the ages. 2 more games to go over. The NC State Wolfpack, they were able to beat Marquette. I don't know if I went over that game quite yet. They beat them 67-58. And then the Creighton Blue Jays, they took an L to the Tennessee Volunteers. And that's what brought those 2 teams into the next round. The NC State Wolfpack, though, they're playing great. You got an 11 seed who barely won the ACC tournament. Barely. Like, they had to bank in a 3 at the buzzer to even force overtime. And then won. Like, they barely won the ACC. They got in as an 11 seed. Their coach was supposed to be fired. And now they went on this excellent run. They're in the Final Four. DJ Burns, who I think averaged like 13 points per game during the regular season, who wasn't really like a monster during the regular season, and just has come alive. And, is just bucket after bucket. And it's absolutely awesome to watch. I can't wait for this Final Four game between Purdue and NC State. This matchup, it's gonna be talked about for a long time. You got UConn, defending national champions, who've won 13 straight. Was it 9 straight? 13. Like, they've won 9 straight by 13 plus points over the last 2 tournaments. They're on a crazy run. So you can't overlook UConn. Obviously, Alabama, nobody thought they'd be here. Everybody thought their best team was last season when they got bounced in the tournament. Now here they are in the Final Four as a 4 seed. I still think UConn will beat them. And then you got then you have Purdue and NC State. Great Final Four. I can't wait for this Saturday. And then Monday, the national championship. So Sunday, I'll have an update video for you of breaking down the Final Four. But that's all I got for today for this video. As always, I'm the big dog named Austin. And you know what? I guess I'm on the Purdue bandwagon. So, boiler up.